Howdy all Mulclax Lives. I think it's time to play a little 7 Days to Die. Alright. So, I need to get down and get um, some pelts, some leather, so that I can make some new tools. I can also always use extra iron. I also need the pelts to make new... Where is the... I guess there isn't one. I plan to get rid of the iron railing around that soon. Alright. Yep. Gotta gouge me up, didn't you? What if I go around this way? We check out this road over here. See where that goes. Take a look at things. Just came in from trying out the new telescope. I so bought this telescope, right? And it sort of auto aligns itself so that you don't have to aim it at things. Oh, that's a small stone. I thought that was a bag. So that you don't have to aim it at things. And it's supposed to do it for you. But I didn't get a chance to go out and get the scope and the laser pointer basically aligned before I took it out tonight, and I definitely needed to have done that because I've got to do some fiddling with the pointer to get it all properly aligned. And by the time I took it out there, well, there was a couple of things. One, I knew the kids were going to want to look through it, right? My niece and nephew, and so I left it down pretty low. And so I'm a tall dude, and I had to bend in half to be able to even look through the eyepiece at all to aim it. And so it definitely was difficult trying to get it aimed, and I guess I didn't manage it. I thought I had, and but then when I told it to align with Jupiter, is what we were trying to look at. I don't know that it actually pointed at Jupiter, and um, so then I discovered that pointing a telescope of this size and quality at the brightest object you can see with your naked eye is extremely difficult when looking through the telescope fills your view with stars. Um, I mean, it was crazy. Like, I'm looking at the sky, I can see two objects in the sky, right? Jupiter and Saturn. And then I look through the telescope, and there must be 100 things in the telescope eyepiece that I can't see with my naked eye. It's crazy. So I definitely need to get out there and do some more work with it. But I couldn't ever get it aimed at Jupiter because I couldn't figure out what I was looking at. And the moon's not up yet, so we couldn't aim it at the moon. I know I could find the moon for sure. When I was my other telescope has like, so I don't have all the parts yet for the telescope. It's a kit, and some of it was back ordered. And so all I've got is the one lens, and it is the biggest telescope lens I've ever seen. I mean, like, if you've never seen a telescope lens, it's basically just like it's a tube, and then on one end of the tube is a what's the word? Convex glass lens with plastic or rubber over it to shrink down the size of the eye hole, right? And so you're not just looking at the entire piece of glass. And so, nice piece of armor. Woo. And so, this one has got to be as big around as the end of my thumb, which is massive compared to the ones I've used before. And so my other telescope, what I would do is I would try to point it at the ones I had before weren't as good as this one, I don't think. And so I'd try to point it at the star, right? And I had a much smaller viewport to look through, and so I would look through the view, and I would look for the glow on the edge of the lens, and then that would let me find what I was aiming for. And so that's what I just attempted to do with this. But you know what? When you look through it, there's no glow because it just shows you 100 stars in the eyepiece, and I'm just like, yeah, I'm gonna I'm gonna need some more work before this is ready. I've got to get this laser pointer fine-tuned down that it's super close to what I'm trying to aim at. And the problem is that right now when we had the telescope out there, Jupiter is actually inside part of the visible Milky Way in our night sky. And so there's just like a million stars behind it, right? And so I look through it and all I see are points of light, just little stars. And I don't have the equipment to zoom it in yet because that's coming. I've just got that one lens, and so I'm pretty sure um, I need better lenses. I know there's like some other pieces that you add in, like a Barlow, which increases your magnification that I don't have, and stuff like that. And then it's almost a full moon tonight, so I don't. Even if the moon came up, we wouldn't be able to really view anything because it would just be like looking at the headlights of a car. It'd be so bright, and so the moon filter is coming yet, and so it'll be cool when it all gets here. I know the two big things that I'm waiting for is the AC adapter because right now it's running on AA batteries, and but the AC adapter and the oh, I've only got one bottle, and I think I just looped around in a circle here. Um, and then it also came with a battery pack that gives you like 10 hours of use versus however long 8 batteries are going to run out quickly. So those can't get here fast enough. Really, the lens kit and the battery pack and the AC adapter. There's some other stuff too. Oh, I was out of stamina. I thought it said my club was broken. I don't have a bow and arrow. I didn't make one. I forgot about using that to hunt to get my hides. Let's get some wood. Maybe I can get one put together here. But yeah, it was pretty cool. I didn't get to look at anything I really wanted to because I didn't get it aimed yet. Maybe tomorrow I'll try to get out there and get some time in. I don't know. I probably won't have time tomorrow because tomorrow is super busy. Everybody's got to have something for me to do every day when I have a moment to myself. Um, somehow, somehow my multiplayer server has turned into something to do almost every week, and I don't understand. I thought we were gonna have like one every few weeks, like one every 6 weeks or something, but I literally just went on a tour. We had a meeting where we basically walked around and talked about what was going on. Um, and now tomorrow we're having a special event. Uh, and I'm like, man, I work all week and I've got to mow the lawn. So this is like basically eating up most of my daytime for tomorrow. Dang kids. Ooh. I went up a level. I want more points in punching. Uh, I don't know where points in punching go. Here. Craft quality 2 poor knuckle weapons and deal 10% more damage with fist. Yep. Give me that. How many points do I have left? 0 points left. All right. We did not have D&D this week. It did get canceled at the last minute again because apparently the other guy we play with was on vacation. But our DM didn't tell us that that wasn't happening until late in the afternoon because why would he let us know ahead of time? Uh, I had time to probably get out the telescope last night, but my DM wouldn't stop talking to me. Oh, nice. 2 punches and her head came right off. It was pretty funny. So, this made me laugh. I don't know what he wanted to show me. I don't remember what he wanted to show me, but we're on Discord, right? And he's like, man, you gotta take a look at this. And I'm like, all right, where am I looking? And he's like, let me bring it up here on Discord. And then he pushes the button, and instead of sharing his desktop, he turns on his camera, and he was sitting there without a shirt on. I'm like, dude, I don't want to see that. And he's like, what? No, no. And then he turns that off, and then he's like, this, look now. And I'm like, dude, nothing's showing up now. You shut it off. I don't know what to tell you. And I don't remember what he wanted. I think he just got flustered and said, never mind. I've seen him before. I mean, he stayed over here multiple times. Get back. Man, she was not. Do I not get, like, punching and stuff from that? I have punching. That's not what I meant. Don't I get, like, knockback? No, I guess I don't. Oh, so it's not till level 2 that I get stagger ability. Okay, okay. If you say so. Hungry. Eat some pasta. Make me a bow. Okay. Find me some feathers so I can make a nice set of arrows. I haven't been collecting the feathers. Oh, you know what? Collect some feathers. Oh, I feel like my punching is not as good as my club at the moment because I don't have any. Oh no, I lost my chicken. Oh man. There you are. Nice. Problem though, I don't think I have any stone. That's iron. Oh, that's iron. Oh, I know. I know. You're always out of stamina. I know how this works. Can I have some arrows now? Arrows. There we go. Okay. Now let's find something that's gonna give me leather. Like that deer I saw earlier. Oh, let's see. You're not a deer, you're a zombie. That's also a zombie. I don't know what I'm looking at over at this house, but I want to go see whatever it is I'm seeing over here flashing in my vision. I still don't know what I was seeing. Was it this door? Probably. It was something orange for sure. I think I can get some leather out of that chair right there, right? Oh, it didn't give me leather. Oh, those not leather? They used to be. I guess they're cloth now. Hi. Sorry, my guy thinks that face-to-face with zombie is always the best time to not have any stamina. I disagree, though. I think adrenaline should be pushing me to new heights. There you go. Come on, I know you want to search that. Nice. Nice. I guess that was nice. I don't know. Cooking pot, get some iron out of that. Some salmon. Why can't I check the toaster? What if there's a toaster strudel in there? Or a Pop Tart? And then I can eat one and remember why I find them disgusting. Oh no, I want that. You ever do that? Eat something that you know you don't necessarily like, but it's been so long since you had it, you can't remember why you don't like it, and then you're like, yeah, that's right. I remember now. These don't taste good. That's me and Pop Tarts. I don't like them. I find them too processed, I guess would be the word. Uh, and I find the insides, the um, the filling is too sweet, and so I forget that I find the filling too sweet, and I'm like, that double chocolate fudge Pop Tart sounds good, and then it's like, oh right, it's like eating old chocolate syrup. I forgot. I don't know about you, but I'm not a fan of old chocolate syrup. Oh, speaking of chocolate, uh, so we tend to uh, during the current pandemic, we tend to do our shopping online, and we do like pickup, right? Grocery pickup, and but we also go in the store and shop if we need to. You do your social distancing, put your mask on, wash your hands, that kind of stuff. And so, nice. I'm always a fan of sniper books. And so uh, my niece is not. She's 7, and so if you're not watching her, she'll do things like get the Nesquik powder, which is how I like to make my chocolate milk, and just eat it with a spoon. You know, her she hasn't done it in a couple of weeks, but for a while, every time you turn around, she has made herself a chocolate syrup sandwich, and so she had worked her way through the jug of Nesquik, and I went to get some chocolate milk because occasionally I like a nice glass of chocolate milk. And I was like, oh man, we're like completely out of Nesquik. And so um, my brother in law said he was running into the store and is there anything I needed? I'm like, yeah, I need some Nesquik. I'm like, I don't really need it, but if you happen to be in that area of the store, if you would be so kind to check, that would be awesome. And so he comes back and he's like, dude, I looked all over the place. There was no Nesquik. It was all gone. And I'm like, oh, that's sad. And he goes, but then I decided to check one last aisle. And he went into, now I live in Michigan, uh, which is very, very far from, places like Mexico or Texas or Arizona or New Mexico, right? Uh, so we have what they call the what is it called? The ethnic foods aisle, maybe, and which is just silly. And so you go in there, or he goes in there, and they've got Nesquik. Uh, Only it's not regular Nesquik. It's Mexican chocolate Nesquik. It's not really Mexican chocolate, but that's what they're calling it. And so he brings it home, and it's it's Nesquik, but uh, it's also got cinnamon in it for some reason, and so it's got a really different flavor than just regular Nesquik. And I prefer regular Nesquik to it for sure. It's not bad. It's just not what I was after. I've had several glasses of it. It's not like I don't like it. Um, but you know, when you're thinking a nice cold glass of Nesquik, and then you put this in your mouth, and you're like, I can taste the other ingredients that are in this that stop it from being regular Nesquik. Uh, and I didn't even know that was a thing. I didn't know there was, as they call it, Mexican Nesquik. And then I mispronounced it, which was funny. I tried to say Mexican and chocolate at the same time, and so I called it Chocolacan Mexican or Chocolacan Nesquik, and so that's what we've been calling it, Chocolacan. Uh, so if you want to try some cinnamon infused Nesquik, you can find it in the part of your grocery store where they keep what they call ethnic foods. Uh, which to me is just foods. Um, I mean, there's nothing weird in there, so I don't even know why it's a thing. Like, you can't just put the rice with the rice. I don't understand why this is a special rice. You know, why is this a special Nesquik? Just put it with the other Nesquik. Um, who wants to have to go down that extra aisle for no reason? What's really weird is that that aisle gets cleared out around holidays because it's also the holiday aisle, right? And so it doesn't remain the ethnic foods. I think it's ethnic foods that they call it. It's something like that. Uh, but yep, chocolate con, chocolate can, chocolate can. Nice big cold glass of chocolate can. Sounds pretty good at the moment, actually. Although we have Nesquik now, so I'd probably just go with the Nesquik. All right, listen here, zombies. I need hide, and I'm not finding it. Uh, right? I didn't get any off that chicken. All right, well, let's go down here and get some water. Since I've got 18 empty bottles. And we'll get these home so I can cook up some water so I stop being so thirsty. Even if I didn't get any leather. Maybe we can swing by one of the stores. Um, I think somewhere in here has got to be some place with some leather furniture, maybe. If you can still get groceries. Wow, leather that way. Ooh, and they finally in my online game opened the box that they'd purchased. Um, so that's cool. What was inside, I had already decided, was okay. Well, I'm not going in there. Was communication headsets because we're playing a sci-fi ish version of Dungeons and Dragons, and so I had uh, a couple of the guys in the team don't have night vision, and so I wanted to come up with a way to give them a light source that was, you know, technology based, uh, and but I also wanted to be a little fun, and then see if they would purchase it or not. And so they're uh, so I like this. I like sci-fi, okay, a lot. And so there's this. It's not sci-fi; it's reality. But there's a quantum thing called quantum entanglement. Let's see if there's any leather furniture in here, maybe. This is all bathroom fixtures. I need the leather department. And so there's a thing with quantum entanglement where uh, if you entangle two atoms wherever they're at, no matter how distant, and you do something to one of them, it happens to the other. And so they've done this over short distances in laboratories in real life. And so they can take an atom and they can spin it in the opposite direction, and the atom that's entangled will start spinning in the opposite direction. And so while we don't have the technology to make that useful, the first time I heard about it was in a science fiction novel, because it allows you to have faster than light communication. Uh, the problem is that you have to be paired to that particular atom, right? And so you couldn't do all your communication that way, um, because you just couldn't have that many atoms in a system necessarily. Um, and so, uh, but the like the command vessels had spaceships had ansibles in them so that they could communicate over these long distances and faster than light. Well, the other thing is though is that it also creates creates a system that is um, not impossible, but unlikely. There we go. Unlikely to be able to hack, because you basically have to get your hands on part of the setup, right, to uh, pair with that particular item, right? It's not a signal; it's an effect to an atom, and then your equipment detects what that effect is. And so um, I gave them in the science fiction book that I read. It was used for Morse code, and I didn't understand why that would be a thing because we already use digital communication that is all ones and zeros. So if you can Morse code, why couldn't you just have regular communication? So I'm saying that the technology is advanced enough in my world that they can have headgear capable of being paired together with this something along this lines at least anyways. And so they got a set of encrypted headsets with attachable lights and um, I wanted to have like a cool like reticle monocle thing. I don't know if that's cool, but to me it was that allows them to see where each other are at as well over a short distance. And and so I added that into it as well. So they just got that. Um, Nobody's responded to it yet, but I think it's cool, and they got it pretty cheap because the people who had it didn't know what it was, and they didn't know what it was either when they purchased it. So because it was all right, I want to make wraps. Because it... Yeah, there we go. Because they didn't open it in front of the merchants who had it, and the merchants couldn't get it open, and so they kind of storage wars it, and they purchased it sight unseen basically, and then opened it later. So that was what they got into today, which I think should be fun and helpful. Um, but yeah, I was really disappointed the other one didn't play this week. I know. Oh, great! I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die to a stupid vulture because I got no stamina. Yeah, yeah. Um, I know that my DM was looking at playing Pathfinder 2 sometime as well because that's recently came out. And I look at all the vultures flying around me. All right, I would like a pickaxe. What am I missing for a pickaxe? I need 3 duct tape. Okay. I need you to cook me up. Oh, bacon and eggs. Oh, I need a perk for that yet. Never mind. I need you to cook me up boiled water. Um, but man, I watched a review of that today, and we'll see if that happens. We'll see. It sounds like a highly complex system, way more complex than what fifth edition is, and we have enough problems playing fifth edition as is. So I don't know. I mean, we got a good deal on the books, but I just can't. I can't see my DM who struggles with the basic math now playing a game where there's multiple additions and subtractions for every action. Because right now you basically roll the dice and you add one number, and that's it. and he struggles a bit with that. And so it'll be interesting to see what he thinks after watching that review, if he watches that review, because it seems complicated. All right, well, with that, I think I basically accomplished what I was after today on here. Do I have duct tape? Oh man, I had duct tape on me. I don't have duct tape now, but that's okay. I can make duct tape. I just have to make glue. Oh, but I gave you all my murky water. Can't I cancel this? Yes, give me back my murky water. Make me some glue. Why are there 3 things of glue on here? Yeah, you can't do that one. So, do that. All right, with that, be better in the small things. Lean into the light. I will talk to you later.